Yes, let's talk about accountability, man. We got to hold ourselves accountable for the things that we do. And, these days we do a lot of finger pointing. And we don't think about where we're at, that's because of us, right? So what we do is we like to point to everybody else. We like to point to everybody else. And that's what we do. We point to everybody else. It's everybody else's fault, right? So instead of pointing at everybody else, instead of saying, you know, we're not doing what we should have did, and then we look back like, damn, I started but I stopped. Damn, I could have did this. Damn, I should have, I would have, right? But we have nobody else to blame but ourselves. You see what I'm saying? So, if we don't do it, nobody else gonna do it for us with anything. And we gotta realize that our lives, this is not a game. You know what I'm saying? It's not a game at all. And I heard that, and I still think it is, that our life is a movie. We're writing the script. We're writing the script to our lives, and we're playing it out at the same time. We're writing the script, writing down what we want to do, when we want to do it, how we want to do it, right? So we write down A, B, C, and D. Oh, I want to do this. Oh, I want to go to college, be a doctor, be a lawyer, be successful, be a whatever it is I want to be, right? But we're not acting up. We're not playing the part. We're not playing the role. We're not acting it out, right? And that's on us. Then we look back and we look at ourselves like, damn, I could have did that. Damn, where I be at? Damn, you feel me? So, people can't hold us accountable. Even when we ask them to hold us accountable, we be like, come up with excuses, right? So we have to put the accountability on ourselves. You know what I'm saying? I must do this. I must do that. I must. Even for myself, I know it's hard. It really is hard. But, we got to change our mindset. We got to change our wording, change our mindset. Change our wording, change our mindset. Say it again. Change our wording, change our mindset. Right? You change our mindset, you can change everything else. Plain and simple. And that's the hard part at times, because it's like, it's difficult to stick to something. It takes discipline to hold yourself accountable, to be accountable. It takes to admit that you was wrong, or to admit that you didn't do something. It does. It hurts. It hurts, right? Like, damn, I was supposed to do this. I was supposed to do that. I was supposed to go. It hurts. But at the same time, you telling yourself like, yeah, I effed up. Yeah, I messed up, right? But that's okay. It's okay, because this is like, we all make mistakes. We all messed up. We all, what I'm saying? We all make mistakes. We all, what I'm saying? And it happens. But try again, right? Be accountable. Hold yourself accountable. And that's what we got to do. You know what I'm saying? So, you got to just be focused. Stick to what you say you're going to do. And don't try to, I think me personally, we tend to overwhelm ourselves. We tend to try to do too much. And that's when it's kind of like, you know what? I plan to do 5 things, but I did one, I failed. No, you did one thing. You accomplished one thing. Or you know what I'm saying? You did 2 out of the 5. Okay, yeah, that's less than half, right? But it's not a total failure. Don't think of it as, don't look at it as what you didn't do, right? Look at it as what you did accomplish, right? And adjust the next day or the next week so that you can accomplish more. See what I'm saying? Set little goals for yourself, and that's what we got to do. Yeah, we all got big goals. Yeah, we all got big dreams, right? But we can set little goals for ourselves. And the little goals, you achieve those little goals, they build a little momentum, make you feel pretty good inside, pretty tingly. Like, yeah, I did that. Yeah, I did. You can say, okay, go to the gym, what I'm saying, work out today. Okay, cool, I did that. Clean up. Whatever it is, small, right? But that's something that you put on your calendar. That's something that you scheduled to do and you did it, right? So you can feel good about that. I cleaned up. Because some days, look, hey, I admit it, hey, some days I ain't do nothing. As bad as it sounds, I ain't doing nothing. I'm on the couch watching TV, I'm straight chilling, right? Straight chilling. I'm supposed to do the A, B, C, and D. I ain't do nothing. I ain't clean up. I ain't do laundry. You feel me? I ain't go to the stove. I ain't do none of that, right? Sounds terrible. It is. Idle, right? Out of the hands of the devil's playground. I mean, that's what they say, right? So, at the end of the day, you're like, damn, I ain't do nothing. But them days where you wake up, get your little coffee, get your little breakfast, you know what I'm saying? You feeling good, you ready to go work out, get the laundry started, clean up. You done everything by noon. Done everything by 2, 3 o'clock, right? Everything's done. Clothes folded, clean, smelling good, got the candles lit. You know what I'm saying? So, and you're like, damn, I did, even reading, reading a little bit, reading a chapter or two, right? And you're like, damn, I didn't accomplish so much, right? And it wasn't that you got started earlier, even though that does help, but it's because you accomplished those small things, right? You feel good. At the end of the day, you're like, damn, I did everything I was supposed to do. You feel good about it. So, so like I said, hold yourself accountable, because no one's gonna do that but you. And like I said, it's one of the things that we all got to work on, especially right now today, where everybody pointing fingers at everybody else. But we gotta look back and be like, hey, okay, this is my fault. This is my fault. You know what I'm saying? I did this. I put myself in this position. You know what I'm saying? Because I didn't work out. That's why I'm fat. That's why I'm out of shape, because I didn't work out the last year, right? I got medical issues because I didn't go to the doctor I was supposed to. You feel me? I'm broke because I didn't work the overtime and get a second job I was supposed to. Right? I'm unhappy because I didn't do what I was supposed to do. I didn't do what I said I was going to do. That's why I'm unhappy. Right? Plain and simple. And that's the way it works. So at the end of the day, we got to do what we got to do. And if we could do that, work on that. Work on, hey, I did it. Or I didn't do it, rather. If you can work on that, then we're golden. That's what we got to do. So, I'm going to wrap this up. At the end of the day, like I said, man, hold yourself accountable in everything you do. If and if you feel bad about it, okay, you should feel bad. You didn't do what you said you were going to do. You did not do what you said you was going to do. Plain and simple. But, we're going to talk about this, and we're going to move on from that. You know what I'm saying? So every day let's try to get a little bit better. Let's set a couple goals. You know what I'm saying? Set at least 3 goals each day. You know what? Better yet, let's do this. Set 4 goals each day. Set 4 goals each day, no matter how small they are. Set 4 goals, right? All right. Let's attempt to do at least 4 of them. At least 3 of the 4, right? If you get too busy, hey, we got families, we got children, we got, jobs, whatever. Okay, cool. You can manage 3, that's fine. You can manage 2, that's half. But hey, you know what I'm saying? Let's get these goals. Let's knock them out. Myself included. Right? And at the end of the day, look back on them and see what we did. No matter how small it is, let's build this momentum. Let's go forward. Let's get this ball moving. So at the end of the day, all I'm going to say is, man, be accountable in everything you do. Be successful in everything you do. Be powerful in everything you do. And at the end of the day, man, God bless, man. Take care. It's your boy VJ.